Good morning from a very sloppy Pacific Ocean. So today is like a box of chocolates. Squally morning, then it cleared up. Then we were motor sailing. Then we were spinnaker sailing with the engine off. And now we are going to get hit by this squall. Hey friends, welcome back. This episode is all about sailing our 42-foot sailboat named Boundless, roughly 350 nautical miles from Marina Puesta Del Sol in Nicaragua to Chiapas, Mexico. We are saying goodbye to this amazing country after a quick but action-packed week here. If you are looking for adventure, whether by land or sea, we highly recommend visiting. And you can check out last week's episode to see what I'm talking about. This roughly 72-hour passage ahead of us is bittersweet because it is our last sail of the season. The Pacific Ocean, as you may know, also has a hurricane season. And because of that, we are pumping the brakes once we get to Mexico and switching gears into project season. But more on that ever-growing list later. For now, I hope you enjoy coming along with us for 3 days of sailing, dolphins, squalls, unmarked fishing lines, and trying to cook food in a washing machine. If you're into that, hit the subscribe and welcome to Sailing Seawind. Hello. Anticipation is running high right now. We are chopping up a bunch of veggies. Katie's gonna parboil, not parboil, just boil.
Boil.
All the potatoes that we have on board. We are going to be sailing offshore for, what is it, 3 days, 3 nights, and an evening and a morning on either side of the 3 nights. This will be the longest double-handed sailing Katie and I have ever done on Seawind or Boundless. We're going to be sailing, buddy boating with Taylor. So Becca and Zach are getting their boat ready. We're just fresh off of a pretty exciting weekend in Nicaragua, in Leon. And it is like T-minus, 4 hours until we leave. And we also have to check out of the country, so the authorities, I think, are coming around 3 p.m. We are sailing to Chiapas, Mexico. This is our last sail of the season. Pretty crazy, huh? All right, and away we go. All right, ready? Hey, Becca. Becca, we'll be on 6-9. Okay. Katie, can you come here after you're done up there? Autopilot wants to commission again. I need you to cycle things.
Okay. Cycle what? All the instruments?
Just the sailing and the autopilot. Okay. Or just do just the autopilot and see what it does.
Okay, autopilot's off.
Okay. And now turn it back on. All of our instruments are not working. And the autopilot randomly wants to like recommission itself. I don't understand what the hell's happening. And we're in a very shallow channel right now. Okay, at least I can just follow this. Okay, so we're just coming out of this narrow channel here with these breakers. Over here, these are some famous surf spots here and here. And all these instruments aren't working. And I mean, our depth sounders are flashing on and off. I don't understand. Did we get like a little bit of an EMP pulse from some sort of lightning in here? Or what? But anyway, Katie's downstairs checking some stuff. No, nothing?
No.
What did you check?
My name was next and everything was tight.
Yeah, I'm good now with the iPad.
I'll leave it up here.
Okay. Just leave that tracking. Yeah, yeah, I said that. Look at that over there. Look at those waves. That is annoying. It's okay. Well, we're doing it. Here's to 3 days offshore, sweetie. For better or worse, huh?
Yep.
So we're just gonna motor out past these surf breaks and hang a right. And then 340 miles to Chiapas,
Yeah.
past El Salvador, and Honduras. And then, yeah. Wow, look at these waves. You can't see it, but we're going up a huge mountain right now. Wow. Hello everybody, we are sailing right now. Just came on watch. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It is a beautiful night. The wind's filled in. We have a double reefed main and the jib out, and we're sailing at 6 knots in, I think 12 knots apparent. Taylor says that it's gusting around 14 apparent. We don't have any wind instruments, so I have no idea what the wind is. All I'm using is the masthead wind indicator. It's just the arrow that points in the direction of the apparent wind. And I'm just trimming the sails to that. And I came on watch and it felt like we could sail, so I shut the engine off, and now we're hooning along at 5.5 average. Can't get much better than this. This is absolutely incredible. Beautiful nighttime sailing right here. Well, good morning. The wind has died, and there is this sloppy, massive swell. Welcome to what it's like living in a boat when there's chaos outside. Boundless has a ton of really good handholds all over the place, and she has a lot of space, but she's narrow enough that, like, or the cabinetry is designed in a way that you always have a place to have a hip hold. It is gross out here. Almost makes me not want to even cook any breakfast, but we're both hungry. Cooking breakfast is a full contact sport right now. And I don't know how, but I can actually be down here and not get seasick. Still to this day, I don't know how I can do stuff like this. I guess it's good because we gotta eat. Take it off. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to shutting the engine off. Albeit potentially briefly. It's nice to not have the 3 o'clock coffee, just what I needed. It's on the dot, 3 o'clock right now. Alright.
Just a little after that.
The waves are starting to finally line up too a little bit, huh? We have a full main up and the full jib. The main is prevented. Katie just took a nap. All we've wanted to do is sleep today. I think this is now has crossed over the longest sailing we've done together. 30 hours or 32 hours before, but this...
No, because we didn't leave it.
Oh wait, yeah, we haven't even done 24 hours yet.
It's just kind of quite interesting. Not 24, not yet 24 hours.
Almost 7 knots right there.
Yeah.
Evening, everybody. We are hooning along, sailing at about probably a little over a 6-knot average right now. We have 209 miles to go to Chiapas. There's potential for us to get there tomorrow night instead of having to sail through the entire night, but we'll see. Kaylee is just behind us. We are broad reaching, full main and jib. The sun is just setting. We're going to go down to 2 reefs in the main, even though we will be underpowered then for the night. But since there's so many squalls around, we just want to be really conservative, and then we'll be able to furl the jib away, probably reef the jib a little bit too, and maybe motor sail for the night. It's been really nice giving the engine a little bit of a break for the last like 4 or 5 hours. and not hearing the engine. The sea state is kind of calmed down now. Haven't done much filming. Katie and I have just been really just enjoying each other's presence, and sometimes it's really nice to just sit and watch the waves and the world pass by slowly. All right, night number 2 of our 340-mile trip with no wind instruments. It's been really interesting not having any of that like data. It's good to kind of be forced to step back from that for a few days and understand what it means to set it and forget it. Day number 2 took us past the coastline of El Salvador and some beautifully silhouetted mountain ranges. But we were unknowingly passing a fishing hot spot for the locals and a minefield of miles and miles of unmarked fishing lines strung together with very small, multicolored, floating buoys with no flags or markings. Okay, so that was weird. 1.5 miles of every 10 or 15 feet, these multicolored floating little buoy ball things, and no flags sticking up, and the balls were so small that my radar didn't pick up anything. And that guy, I was filming that boat and he started waving me down. The only reason I saw him, he was pretty far away, is because I was super cropped into the image to manually focus on him. The autofocus doesn't focus on things accurately that are that far away and that small. So you can crop in on this camera to like 400%, and that's the only reason that I saw him waving at me, go that way. Oh, there's another. What the heck? How many of these things? Oh.
Your hair's so curly.
It's a rain squall.
Rain squall.
And coffee from our friends in Bahia Honda. Look at all of them, honey. They're spinner dolphins. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Winnie.
Beautiful. Did you see how high they were jumping out of the water and spinning? I've never seen spinner dolphins before. Oh my god! I got that. Oh my god! Spinning. I've never seen spinner dolphins before. Oh my god! This is the most dolphins I've ever seen. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What do you think?
Well, I'm glad it hasn't been 3 days of this.
Oh,
What?
okay, go ahead.
I said, well, I'm glad it hasn't been 3 days of this. So, it's not.
I feel like we've been very lucky.
I've been very lucky. So, oh, the kitchen hatch is open.
Oh, oop.
Here, hold this.
Yeah, I got it. So we have these little wing things here that you can zip on to the Dodger, and although I would definitely modify a few things about them, they do a pretty good job. You're like tucked into this little corner here, and for the most part, I'm staying dry. The issue is right here where this gap is, where like all the pieces come together. It just pours in there like a hose. So my back is getting rained on right now, but that can be fixed. Life on the ocean can be stressful. Fishing lines that are unmarked, rain squalls that last for hours. There is also the sunny side of sailing, and that afternoon, boy did we get it. So today is like a box of chocolates. So is this recording? Yeah. So today is like a box of chocolates. This morning we were motoring, then we were motor sailing, then we were spinnaker sailing. Oh, and this morning we also got dumped on, so it was squally morning. Then it cleared up. Then we were motor sailing. Then we were spinnaker sailing with the engine off. And now we are going to get hit by this squall. And it looks like it has a lot of rain in it. Are you just watching it come towards us?
Yeah.
Okay, so the wall of wind is just starting to hit us. I gotta put these are prescription sunglasses. The wall of wind is just starting to hit us. We don't have any wind instruments, but we do have some experience, and that is definitely about 20 knots right now. You can see all the white caps. Katie's getting our handheld anemometer, although, come back here. It didn't work last. Did it turn on this time? Here, let me see it. That was 12. Good morning, we've made it to Mexico. Woo! I just woke up. Katie already has the Q flag up. We just dropped the mainsail. This is a big deal. We got some rollers coming in here. But this is a very deep water port. This is like a very commercial port. So anyway, Taylor's over there. It's very misty, rained all night. Didn't film anything. It was just poured rain all night. That's all it did was rain. It rained all night. We made it! Congratulations.